All right, I lied. Face this direction. And we're going to take our feet in parallel and hold the ball chest tight. And we're going to step back with our right leg and press that ball out and then come in. Left leg out, draw it in. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to add on next time around. Now inhale, stay back, and exhale, rotate over the bent leg. Bring it back to center and step in. Step out, rotate over the bent leg, come back to center and come in. I inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Reach long, rotate, center, come in. Don't forget to breathe. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Turn your toes out to a Pilates V and roll it down. If you can, touch the ball to the mat. Press into the sides of the ball and come back up. Tuck your tail and use your core. And try that again. Inhale, chin to chest, to exhale. Bring it back up. Inhale, to exhale. And give me one more, please. That navel draws in, more weight on the toes than the heels. Press into the sides of the ball and bring it all the way up. Cross one foot over the other. If you have a knee issue, just take it down to the floor. I'm going to reach my arms long. I'm going to raise up onto my toes, shift my knees forward, press into the ball as we take it down for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Do we all make it? All right, I'm going to spin and face this way. And I want you to have yourself in the center of your mat, and your weight should be one on each side of your mat. Put the ball between the thighs. Reach those arms nice and long. Sit tall. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the lips, pressing into your ball. Don't go all the way down. Just curl. And we're going to bring it back up and bring those arms straight up. And then exhale. Press into the ball as you lower. Inhale. Lift up. Exhale. Lower. Press into your ball. Lift up. We take it down, and we're going to stay here. I want you to squeeze that ball in and out, in and out. The abdominals are squeezing with your ball. And if this is straining to your lower back, just put the ball behind you instead of between the thighs. I'm going to raise one arm up as I squeeze my ball and come back down, and the other arm lifts up. You got it. Exhale, inhale, exhale, to inhale. One more each arm. And then stack your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Roll it down. Press into your ball. Come all the way down. Hug those shins in towards the chest. I'm going to place my feet back down. I'm going to grab onto those weights. Hold the weights up over your chest. Palms face your thighs. Shoulders are on the mat. Curl the chin to your chest and reach those weights towards your mat and lower back down. The breath, draw that chin to your chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze into the ball on the exhale. Bring it up. You never have to lift your head if it's not good for you. Exhale, squeeze into your ball. Inhale, lift. Exhale, return. 2 more, drawing that chin to your chest. You got it. Now on this one, as I lift up, I'm going to take my knees to a tabletop. Keep your legs there. Bring the head and arms back to start. Keeping the head down, I'm going to bring my arms all the way down to my mat. I'm going to bend at my elbows and draw the knees a little closer in. Now in one move, I'm going to curl my chin to my chest. My arms and legs are going to press straight out. Bend the knees, then the arms, and place your head back down. Try that again. Eyes to belly, arms straight, legs lengthen. Bend your knees, and then the arms and the head goes back down. And here we go. Lift up. Inhale. Exhale as I bend my knees way in, and then my arms and head. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Now keep your head up and bend your arms. Now straighten the arms and the legs and bend everything back in. Inhale, your back goes heavy. Exhale. Reach long, squeeze the ball in strong. Two more. Inhale. Two, exhale. And one more. Inhale. Two, exhale. And the feet come down. I want you to hold your weights like you're holding candlesticks and then resting the weights on the mat. Draw the knees way into your chest. Keep the back nice and heavy and just tap your toes to the floor. Draw the knees in. Tap the toes. Exhale, draw the knees in. Inhale as I tap. I want you to make sure the pelvis stays very still. Keep the back nice and heavy. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. You knew that was coming next? Yeah, you got it. I'm going to nod my chin to my chest for the next couple reps. And tap. I'm going to hover my arms off my mat, squeezing into those armpits. And as I draw my knees in, I'm going to do a hammer curl. I'm going to bend my elbows and straighten the arms. Exhaling, inhaling. And 4, lengthen. And 3, you've got 2 more to go. Here's 2. And 1, and everything comes down. Tuck your tail and lift up the spine vertebrae by vertebrae into a bridge while your shoulders press down. Now squeeze a little bit deeper into the ball as you lower your spine back down, exhaling. And I'm going to come back up, tuck the tail, draw that navel in, inhaling up, press into the ball as you lower down, lengthening the spine. And we lift it back up, we inhale, and I want you to stay up here on the exhale. Let's take the arms up over the chest, palms turned in, shoulders down. I want you to lower your bridge. Now we're not going to articulate anymore. We're just going to lift down as one unit or lower down as one unit. As I come back up, reach the weights to the mat and then lower back down. Everything lifts, everything lowers. I'm going to inhale here, exhale here. Inhale. Make sure you're coming up into that bridge that you're firing those glutes, hamstrings. There should be no strain to your neck. I go for 3 and lower down. And press 2 and bring it down. And 1 and lower it down. Lower the arms, put the weights off to the side of your mat, and I want you to roll the ball up to your ankles. I'm going to zip my legs straight up. I'm going to grab behind those calves. Try to lengthen those legs as much as I can over the hips. Arms come back up to the ceiling, shoulders are down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, nod the chin to your chest and reach those arms parallel to the floor. We're going to pump the 100. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Inhale to the nose. Exhale. Now on the exhalation, press into your ball. On the exhalation, if you want, lower a couple inches. Inhale. Exhale, lower a couple inches. Only if it's challenging enough, but not straining your lower back. Inhale. Exhale. The further you go from your center, the more the glutes have to be firing. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling. And let's just do one more. I hope that was 100 or close to it. And then hug everything in. If your neck feels strained, look to one side of your mat and then the other. Feet down to the floor and stretch those legs long. Keep the ball where it was. And let's grab onto our weights again and hold them up over our chest. Shoulders are down. Flex your feet and put some pressure into that ball. Draw the chin to your chest. Shoulders come off the mat. Inhale. Pressing the ball deeper, exhale to come up and over. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now you're rounded, stay in the shape, come on back. 8, 7, squeeze the ball. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Eyes to belly. Inhale, find that lower back. Squeeze that ball, it makes a difference. Exhale. Inhale, start to come back. Mount the shoulders. Press into that ball. Exhale, lengthen. We've got 2 more to go. Chin to chest. No momentum. Breathe. Scoop. Lengthen. Bring it back. Mount those shoulders. Squeeze into your ball. Take your time. And 1 more. Eyes to belly. Inhale. 2, exhale. Bring it down. Good. Okay, take the weights down to the floor, squeeze into that ball, and bring the legs straight up. So I use my glutes to protect that lower back. Good. Make sure the ball's in a good position so it's not going to fall out from the feet. Now, I'm not going to hold my weights, but I'm going to press the heel of my hands into the weights. Now, if going over your body is not for you, you're going to simply tabletop your legs, and you'll again tap those toes and draw those knees in, okay? That's another option. So my legs are up, my heels are turned in, my arms are reaching long. I'm going to bring the legs closer towards me, peel my spine off the mat, the legs go behind you. Press into the ball and roll back down, keeping those legs close. And then we lower them to 45, and then we start all over. Inhale. Press into the ball. Exhale. And again, I reach the toes long. Inhale. Press into the ball. Exhale. Take your time. Take your time. Good. Bend the knees and draw the knees in towards your chest. Take that ball and put it underneath your left foot. Both knees are still bent. Take your hands and grab behind that right calf and slowly straighten both legs. Straighten them all the way out. Now bend both knees all the way in. Exhale as you reach out. Inhale to come back in. 2 more. As the legs are lengthening, the belly is scooping. Inhale. Exhale. Take your chin to your chest. If you're able, walk your hands up. 1 more step. Keep your hands there. Put your head back down. Hello, hamstring. Doesn't that feel wonderful? Okay, so try to keep the leg there, but grab back onto your weights and hold them up over your chest. Let's turn the palms in, shoulders are down. So that right kneecap is going to turn away from you. Anchor down the rib cage, and we'll circle towards our center. Down around 1. Around to come up 2. Inhale, exhale 3. 2 more. Inhale, exhale 4. And inhale, exhale 5. That's reverse. Go away, zip up 1. You can make your circles smaller if you need to, because you want to control that pelvis from moving. 1 more. Good. Now bend both knees in. I'm going to reach my weights parallel to the floor. I'm going to nod my chin to my chest. And I want you to roll that ball out. And as you roll it in, push the other leg out. So I keep switching. 1 in, 1 out. 1 in, 1 out. Inhale, 2, exhale. Hammer curl. Inhale, 2, exhale. 1 more set. Inhale, 2, exhale. Pause. 1 leg is straight, not on the ball. Bring it up. Put your weights down to your side. Now reach that leg down for 2. Zip it up for 2. Reach it down for 2. Lift it up. Now, if you want to engage the hamstring and glute and abs a little bit more, and the leg comes up, push the foot into the ball. Inhale down. Exhale, just a gentle press. Don't cramp the hamstrings. Reach long and press. and inhale. 2, exhale. Last one, and put both feet on your ball. Okay, that was fun. So let's let go of those weights, and let's roll that ball out. Grab onto your opposite calf and zip both legs straight up. Bring both feet back in. Bend the knees. Lengthen out both legs. Straighten. Scoop the belly. Inhale as you bring it in. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale. Last one. Really get the length in this one. Now draw the chin to your chest. Take those hands up. Nicely done. Now keep your hands where they are and try to put the head back down. Woo! Breathe through stretches. Now let go of the leg. Grab onto the weights. Hold them up over your chest, palms turned in, shoulders down. Kneecap on the left leg is turned away from you. Anchor down that rib cage and circle towards the center line. Zip up 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Round to come up 4. And round to come up 5. Reverse. Make sure your glutes working to lift this leg back up. Inner thighs are working. And 3. And 2. And 1. Bring both knees in. Nod the chin to your chest. Reach those weights long. Now roll that ball out. And as it comes back in, the other leg goes out. My palms are turned in. My arms are parallel to the floor. My shoulders are away from my ears, reaching longer towards my heels. Boom and boom. Inhale, 2, exhale. 1 more set. Inhale, 2, exhale. That straight leg comes straight up. My weights will go to the floor. I'm going to lower my straight leg, and I lift it up. Be careful how low you take it. Make sure your rib cage doesn't pop up off your mat, okay? If you want to work the abs, hams, and glute, press into the ball as that leg comes up. Press into the ball gently. And when you press into that ball, your belly's pressing in. And I'm only pushing into that ball when that leg goes up. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more. I don't know about you, but I feel like we're on the 200th crunch of the class. Bend both knees, rest the feet on the ball. Let your weights just lay flat. Open your arms out to a T. And I'm going to float my knees to one side. The ball just goes with me. Keep the shoulders heavy, please. Use your abdominals to bring the knees back to center. The knees will go in the opposite direction. I look away from those knees. My shoulders stay heavy. And bring it back up. Let's use our breath. Inhale, look away from those knees. Exhale, come back up. And then inhale, look away from those knees. And exhale. Grab the ball with your feet, hands behind your thighs, and rock yourself up. All right, so I'm going to slide my weights just to the edges of the mat. And I'm going to take the ball behind my calves. Let your legs just drop over them. Wrap your hands around the outer shin and pull your thighs towards you. Relax your shoulders and just tip back just a little bit where you can balance. Rocking isn't for everybody. You know if it's for you or not. So if you don't want to rock, you hold this just like this. When you rock back, we don't throw our head back. It's like someone just kind of tipped us over and the butt comes up and then the butt comes down. Here we go. Keep the gaze to your navel and don't think of throwing yourself back. Think of just tip, 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 and lift. Squeeze that ball the whole time. Yes. So you got to scoop that belly deep to come up. Inhale back. Exhale up. 1 more. Take your time. Take your time. Good. Grab onto that ball. Press those legs out and reach the arms out. Flex your feet and feel like I'm behind you, pushing you a little bit forward. Okay? So you should feel lighter on your sits bones. Your right hand's going to pass the ball behind you, open up the chest, and then bring it back around. Here's the breath. Inhale to exhale. We stay tall whether we're inhaling or exhaling. One more. Inhale. That's reverse exhale. Take your time, and we're trying to have those arms pass the ball behind us as high as we can. We're not just taking those arms down like this. We're trying to stay as chest height as far as we can coming around. Good. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to C-curve back. I want you to bend your right knee, and I'm going to put this ball, lift up your hair if it's long, at the tippy top of my shoulder blade, continue coming down, and pull that right knee into your chest. Now, you can't have your head like this. We're rounded forward in that C-curve. Shoulders are relaxed. Scoop that belly deeper, reach that left leg longer, and bring it up to about 45. Now, the outside hand is going to go out to the ankle or down to the ankle, and the other hand stays on that shin. I'm going to pull it in as much as I can. Switch. The outside hand goes to the ankle. Outside hand. So the hand that's going long matches the leg that's coming in and bending. Now I'm going to add breath and pick it up. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale. Don't get caught flinging your head back. If anything, eyes to belly. Come on, pull in strong. Reach it long. Don't dip down. Press out like you're pushing a button with your big toe on the wall in front of you. Inhale. One more. Exhale. 2 knees in. Take your feet down and take your hands behind your head. Lift up your hips a couple inches. Put them back down. Open up your elbows. And we're going to take a nice stretch over top of that ball. Inhale. Exhale, come back up. And I'm not coming up by my hands pressing into my head. The abdominals will bring me up. Inhale, open up the front of your body. And exhale. When you come up this time, tabletop your right leg as you lift up. Put those toes back down. Tabletop the left. Inhale, you choose how far you go over. One more, and I'm going to hold this left leg up. Draw the knee closer to you, add the opposite leg. I'm going to wrap my hands around my outer thigh again to reaching for my ankles. Yep. I'm going to reach both legs into a Pilates V as I stretch my arms away. Take the arms out like a T, sweep them around, pull the knees back in. Watch where your head is. Reach long. Inhale, 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 exhale. I'm in neutral right here. I'm in parallel. Now when I press out, I'm turning out my toes to a Pilates stance. Make sense? Inhale, wrap. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, exhale. Now, take the right leg straight up. Take the left leg out. Pull on this leg 2 times. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2. And inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Chin to chest, eyes to belly. Pull, pull, and pull, 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 pull. Last one. Hug it in. Place your feet down. Hands behind your head. Take it over your ball. Inhale. Exhale. You choose again how far you go over. Inhale. Feel a nice stretch. The neck relaxes. Draw that chin to your chest. Get all the air out of the center. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Now I want you to lift up your hips and slide the ball further up. Okay, so it's more towards the shoulder blades. And I'm going to walk my feet out an inch or so. And I want you to come up, have your head parallel to the floor. And I'm lifting up my hips. And I want you to feel like there's 2 weights on your sits bones, and they're just gonna weigh down your seat. So I'm like in an arch. So I want you to tuck your tail and come back up in this bridge with my head neutral. And then let your back arch, your sits bones go heavy to the floor. I'm arching. Now scoop, tuck, drive the navel in. Let the back arch. My chest is staying still. Squeeze and lift. Just arch. Let your sits bones go down. Bring it up last time. Bring it down. Hands behind your thighs and sit up. How'd that go? Yeah? Okay. Lay back down. I can see you back there. Lie back down. Balls in your hands. Zip those legs straight up into a Pilates stance and place the ball against your shins. I'm going to keep my left hand and left shin pressing into the ball, but my right leg and right arm are going to go down, 2, 3, zip up. Then my left leg and left arm down, 2, 3 down. I want you to keep whatever is still pressing into that ball, keep pressing into the ball. Zip up. Your back has to stay heavy. Choose wisely. Yep. I'm matching right now, but I'm going to change it. Don't tune me out. Okay, so now it's going to be right leg, left arm. 1, 2, 3, bring it up. Left leg, right arm. Inhale, 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 exhale. Right leg, left arm. Keep pushing into that ball. 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm going to nod my chin to my chest if you're able. Roll that ball up the ankles and then back down. Arms stay straight. Nod the chin to your chest. We know not to drag our head off that mat. Shh. We've got 2 more. Crunch and lift. Keep those shins pressing into that ball. All of a sudden, our legs aren't at 90 anymore. Hold it here. Now hold on to the ball over your chest. Your legs are going to go 1, 2, 3, back up. Inhale, inhale, squeeze the ball, exhale. If you need to, put your head down or put the ball behind your head and rest like a pillow. Inhale, 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 exhale. 1 more. Lower, 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 lift and release. Drop your knees to one side. Woo! Back to center. Other side. Just drop them. And I want you to look to one side of the room for our next stretch. And then look the other side. Are you sleeping? Are you yawning? Ah! No! Are you breathing? Okay, so now we're going to go into our obliques. So let's put the ball between our thighs again. I'm going to start this with my feet staying on the floor, and then I'll take it up a level, and I'll take it up 1 more level. So I want you to work where it's hard, but your back is safe. Hand over hand behind the head, elbows are wide. We're going to imprint our spine when we lift up our head so my spine is nice and heavy on the mat. My shoulder blades are off the mat. Now twist to face me. Yep, so my shoulders are off. Back to center. Other side. Back to center. So when you twist, I don't want you propped up like a kickstand with your one elbow. I want you twisting and come up higher. Next level, tabletop. And I'll rotate. Back to center. Exhale. Keep the elbows in a straight line. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now I'm going to roll the right leg out as I twist. Come back in. I'll roll that left leg out. Come back in. Inhale to retrace back in. Exhale, other side. How are we doing with these? Now my back, the center of my back should still be imprinting on that mat. I'm not rolling with that twist. Last one. And release. I'm going to do a bridge, so arms to your side. Tuck your pelvis and bring it up. Hold it here for a second. Get the shoulders pushing down, the back of the arms pushing down. Hips are lifted, chest is open. Now reach the arms behind you, giving an inhale Keep them there, but on the exhale, slowly lower your spine. I want you to feel each vertebrae coming down. Tuck your tail. Work through those tight spots. Hug those knees into your chest. And let's rock ourselves up for spine stretch. Okay, how are we doing so far? We cool enough in here? Okay, let's take our legs as wide as our mat, feet are flexed. Now, if you can't sit tall, soften your knees, or you can sit on your ball. My ball is on my mat, and my heel of my hands are resting on that ball. I'm going to inhale, stack my spine. On the exhale, I'll draw my chin to my chest, and as my belly button presses back, my arms are going to reach forward. Inhale, keep your heels flexed if you can. Exhale, and I'm gently pressing air out of that ball as I come forward. Inhale, stack, open the chest. Exhale, chin goes to your chest first, then my shoulder blades come off. Remember the one class we were up against that wall and we peeled off that wall? So my lower back doesn't go with me, my navel pushes back. Now stay here, take the heel of those hands, press into the ball, and then release. And when I press into that ball, my belly is crunching. My shoulders are relaxed. And 3, good. And 2, and 1. Stack up that spine. Shoulders are going to melt. Good. Bend your knees and grab onto the ball with the sides of your feet/ankles. Hands are going to go behind your hamstrings. Balance with those legs out to a tabletop. Make sure your sits bones are equal. I had to readjust. Shoulders are down. Now, if you feel like you can do this, you're going to take your hands to the outside of the ankles and zip up those legs. Keep pressing air out of that ball. I'm going to bend my knees back down. My chin's going to go towards my chest. And as I lift my legs, I'm going to scoop that belly deeper and look over the fence. Good. Eyes towards the navel. Come down. I'm still balancing. Zip it up. Inhale. Remember, you can keep your hands behind those thighs, right? Yeah. But see, you can do that. So take your hands under your ankles. You can do it. She's like, no, I can't. Yes, you can. Look, you just did it. You can do it. But I saw you just do it without your hands. Lift up. Now hold this one here. Hold this one here. Now I'm going to walk my hands down until I can lay flat on my mat. So I walk my hands down. I lie down and my legs are up. Heels are turned in. If you want more support for your lower back, put your hands underneath your seat. If you're okay, arms reach long. So I'm going to keep this bowling ball on my torso. My back is heavy. The ball is tight. I'm going to take my legs a little bit to the right, down, a little bit to the left, and center. So these are small, tiny circles. Now go to the left. I'm going to start off small in each direction. Now, if that went well and you kept your back heavy, I'll go a little bit bigger. Inhale to exhale to the left. Inhale. Now, if that went well, I'll go a little bit bigger on this one, a little lower. But your back has to stay on the mat. So if you just popped off the mat, that was too big for you. Keep the legs long, ball is pressed in. Keep going, alternating one side at a time. We'll do one more each side. This is work for those abdominals. The glutes are also part of this. One more. Inhale around. Exhale. Hug those knees in. I feel like tonight we need a lot of this right here. Okay, sit up, straighten your legs. Grab onto your ball and take your legs as wide as your mat. Now I'm going to take the ball up high enough that I can keep it tight. I have a little bit of pressure, but it's not going to be nearly what it has been in other exercises. I want you to reach those arms out like a T. And again, I want the chest almost feeling like it's going through a door frame. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, twist, and look towards me. Exhale, soft your baby toe, look at your backhand. Now from your core, lift up on the inhale, rotate, exhale. Inhale up, twist, 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 exhale. One more, inhale, rotate, scoop and breathe. Bring it back up and release. Bend those knees. Let your knees flop out to the side. Take the ball in front of the feet and roll it a couple inches out. Just feel a nice release in your hip flexors. Inner thighs, a little stretch. I'm squeezing that ball. All right, grab onto your ball. Bring the legs back together, and we're gonna lie down. Reach those legs long. Now I want you to reach an arm behind you with your ball, and we're just going to roll onto our stomachs. So we're gonna roll towards that arm and lay on our stomachs. Okay? Okay. So the ball's gonna be out in front of us. Arms are long. Legs are sits bone width apart, and my arms are off the mat. So I'm not bending my elbows. I'm reaching my arms long, and the heel of my hand is on top of the ball. My fingers are off the ball. All right, make sure your navel's pulling in away from your mat. Now, before you do anything, I want you to roll that ball a half inch towards the crown of your head. Then I'm going to lift my head up off the mat, and my shoulders are going to slide down my back to bring that ball towards me. My navel is still on the floor. Then I lower back down, pulling my navel away from my mat. Start to roll the ball towards the crown of your head. Lift up your chest. Glide those shoulders down. Pinch your sits bones gently. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, bring it up. Shoulders go down. Exhale, return. One more, please. Inhale. Now, when I come down, I'm going to kick my heels to my seat 3 times. 1, 2, 3. As I press my legs down, I roll my ball up. As soon as I come down, I'm kicking. And 1, 2, 3, reach. And again, 1, 2, 3, reach. One more. Kick, 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 reach. And we'll lengthen as we lower. Okay, so those weights are right next to you. Grab onto them. Lay them right next to you. You're going to be resting in your hands, but your palms are up, and they're right along your sides. Okay? My legs are sits bone width apart. My belly button's pulling in. My forehead's resting on the mat. I want you to shrug your shoulders to your ears. Roll your shoulders up, and then so far back, you lift up your weights. The chest lifts up, and I'm reaching those weights for my heels, but I'm still looking down at my mat. And then release the knuckles down to your mat. Shrug up, roll them back. Straight arms. Release. Shrug, roll them up, roll them down. The weights reach for your heels. You squeeze your seat. Come back down. Shrug, roll them up, roll them back. The weights are off the mat. Look down at your mat. Hold here. Lift your legs up off the floor and swim. 8, 7, 6. Pull that belly in more. Squeeze your seat. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Release the weights. Hands go by your armpits and press back into a child's pose. Scoop the belly and round the back. That go okay? Okay. For one of you, it did. All right, so it's come back, and I want you to bring those weights onto the mat. You're going to come onto your forearms, and I'm going to hold these weights like I'm holding a candlestick. If you need a modified plank, you'll walk your knees back, but your hips are going to be low so you feel your abdominals. Otherwise, I'm going to, in a Pilates V, off my mat. I want you to turn towards me, and the arm you're turning towards is going to lift off the mat in this 90-degree angle. And I'm going to bring the weight towards my mat and bring it back up. But my angle didn't change. My elbow still stays bent. It's still a 90-degree angle, and I come back up. I take that weight, I twist a little bit. If you want, put the back leg down, put that knee down to support. And then come back down. You all right? Okay. So remember, you can put down a knee to support, okay? So you're going to look away from me. Bring that arm up at a 90-degree angle. If you want, put that back knee down. I'm going to bring that weight towards my mat. It's a little bit of a twist. Bring it back up. Lower it down. Bring it back up. Lower it down. Bring it back up. One more. Keep that arm in that same shape. I'm just lifting that weight up. Bring it back down to the mat. Come back into your Pilates stance plank hold and hold this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, to your knees and stretch the arms long. Nice. Come into a hands and knees position. I'm only going to have one weight, so I'm going to ditch my weights for a second. I'm going to put the weight in my right hand, and that palm is going to face behind me. The weight's in my right hand. The left leg is going to reach back behind you. Make sure that your hip didn't go with you. Square off your hips. So make sure those hips are in a straight line. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to sweep my arm straight back, and my leg is going to go back. Yes. I want you to pulse this up and down. 1, 2, 3. Bend your knee and do a hammer curl in. The palm turned in. Press the palm to the ceiling. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, and bend in. Press 1, press 2, press 3, draw it in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3, and release that weight. I'm going to stretch back and make 2 cups with my hands, releasing my wrists. And we'll come back up and we'll put the weight in our left hand. So that palm is going to face behind me, my left hand. So turn your weight horizontal. Slide the right leg long. Now squeeze into your armpits. Make sure your core is engaged. Sweep the arm and the leg back off the mat. Let me go 1, 2, 3. Hammer curl, knee in. Sweep. 1, 2, 3. Draw it in. 1, 2, 3. And reach. Squeeze that booty, the leg that's back there pulsing up. Squeeze the arm with the tricep with the weight. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Give me one more. 1, 2, 3, and release. We'll stretch back. Woo! Nicely done. Okay, let's take the ball back onto our mat. Flip over. All right, so everybody has one of my balls, correct? So I know they're not going to roll around. Yes? Okay. So I keep these balls really squishy, so for a lot of reasons. It's easier to squeeze them, and it's also going to stay back here when we come off that ball. So I'm going to C-curve back. The ball is right behind me, right next to me. Pilates stance your legs. C-curve back and reach. Okay? So choose wisely. You know what your back can and can't do. So I'm going to slowly come off that ball, slowly. I'm still on it. I'm still on it. Now I'm off of it, but it's still going to be there. So I'm going to roll back. Did mine move? Oh my gosh, I've never had that move before. Okay, I'm going to reach back. I'm going to circle my arms, draw my chin to my chest, slowly come off that ball. Slow, slow, slow. My ball staying this time? Okay, bring it back. It should stay there. So it's called control. Reach over that ball, circle around, draw that chin to your chest. Now so slow, come off that ball. If you do it with control, it will still be there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. 8, 7, 6, 5, over 4, 3, 2, circle. Draw that chin to your chest. I'm going to change this a little bit, so don't tune me out. Go slow so your ball doesn't move. It won't move if you're controlling it. Now stack your spine this time. Now this is called a flat back hinge. I'm going to flat back hinge. I didn't touch that ball yet. Now I'll round onto the ball. You don't have to go over. If you're a vertigo sufferer, you better choose wisely going over this ball like that. Draw that chin to your chest, scoop that belly, and we're going to come forward slow, slow, slow. Stack your spine straight up from your core. Melt those shoulders. Flat back hinge. Wrap your thighs. It supports the abdominals. Now exhale. Reach. So much fun with these balls, right? Draw that chin to your chest. Scoop that belly. Slow. Breathe. Shh. Up and over. We got one more to go. Stack your spine. Hinge. Stay long. Stay long. Now you tuck your tail. Round your spine. And reach it over. Circle the arms. Draw that chin to your chest. And we're going to come straight up this time. Straight up, and grab onto your ball. Bridges. We're going to lie down. Okay, so we're going to take that ball underneath our left foot. We're going to have fun with this one. So reach those arms long. Shoulders are just dropped onto the mat. We're going to lift everything up and then come down. So I want you to feel more coming out of the right side of your body than the left. So it's almost like a single leg bridge. Lift up and come down. Drive up those hips, squeeze your seat, and come down. Lifting up. Good. Hold this one up. See if you can lift that right leg off the floor. Put your foot down. Lower the bridge. Lift up. I had to close my eyes, but sometimes I can't do it. Lift. Lower. Down. Bridge up. Press down. Lift up. Put the foot down. Lower the bridge. Should we try one more? Bridge up. Lift that right foot off the mat. Take it back down. And release. Roll that left leg out straight. Yes. Good. Bring it back in and switch to the other foot. So we start with the simpler version. And you're more than welcome to stay on this version the whole time. Okay, so I'm not going to articulate. Everything's going to lift. I lift up. Exhale. Inhale, lower down. Hips straight line. Core pulling in and up. Back of the arms are pushing down onto that floor. Lift it up. Bring it down. Where are those shoulders? Reach those arms longer. Press the hands flat to that floor. Okay, now if you want to get crazy, we're going to lift up. Table. Down. Release. So if you push those arms down into that floor, it's more doable. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the belly. One more. Bring it down, and roll that right leg straight. Hello, hamstring, be my friend again. Bend the knees. Let's take 2 feet on the ball. So I'm going to mold my feet over top of the ball. My thighs are pressing into my center line. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. I'm going to lift up. This is easier. It's like a piece of cake. And then come down. Engage those glutes so the hamstrings don't get crabby. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. One more. Exhale up. Now roll that ball all the way out. The legs lengthen. Put your seat down. Roll the ball in towards you. Let your feet come off the ball and hug those knees into your chest. Take your feet back on the ball. You can use your arms and hands. Bring yourself up. And I want you to straddle your ball. Place the ball between the sides of the feet. And we're going to do spine twist. Oh my goodness. Can't be right. Out like a T. It's almost like saw again. Inhale up. Exhale to me. Don't move that ball. 1, 2. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Try to sit taller. Reach those arms longer. Last one. And release. Grab your ball. Face me. All right, so I want you to lie to the back of your mat. I'm going to get ready for side kicks, but we're only going to do the inner thigh one. All right, so I'm going to prop my head up. I'm going to slide my knees forward. And I want you to take your top knee, bend it, and rest it on the ball, and your foot will rest on your mat. Yep. So my hip shouldn't feel like it's working to hold my leg like that. Make sure your hips are stacked. And this bottom rib cage is going to stay light on the floor. My free hand is going to be right here flat on the mat. I'm going to take that bottom leg, flex the foot, I'm going to lift it up and tap. Lift. Lift. Relax those shoulders. This top leg is doing nothing. Can you feel the inner thigh of this leg? It's lifting. Now don't touch your mat. Hover it when you come down. Feel your belly drawing in and up to lift this leg. Relax the shoulders and relax the neck. 2 more. Lifting it up. Now hold this one up. You're going to do circles, round to come up. You're going to go forward to the back and hold. Forward, back, and hold. Hello, inner thigh. Now reverse it. Go back, forward, and lift. Back, forward, and lift. Back, forward, and lift. Last one. Now we're going to pulse it here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up and switch sides. Could your inner thigh feel that at all? It's like, oh yes. So I'm at the back of my mat. My legs are going to go to the top edge of the mat. You can prop your head up or lie all the way down that arm. Bend your top knee and rest on the ball. It's right in front of the hip. Foot's on the floor. Yep. Hips are stacked. Bottom rib cage is nice and light. I'm going to lift and lower. Good. That belly is like an eject button for this leg. Pull it in to lift this up. Lift. Foot is flexed. Try to almost have your heel slightly higher than your toes. Don't touch the mat. Hover. Put all the energy and work into that straight leg. Lift it up. Relax those shoulders to keep the core engaged. Now hold this one up. Now circle. Forward, around, hold. Round to come up. Round to come up. And I'm going to reverse it to the rear towards the ball and up. 2 more. 1 more. Hold this one up and pulse it. Up, up, up. Belly in and up. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring yourself up. And I'm going to sit cross-legged. Now it's going to give a little stretch here. Am I lying? Can you feel that? It's like, Okay, take the ball into this hand. Mirror me. Bring the arm up. We're going to do a little mermaid. So keep that butt cheek that I'm stretching away from onto that mat and bring it up to center. Did class go by fast? Yes. Do you feel like you did anything? Yes. Sit up taller. You're going to have a great night's sleep tonight. Okay, bring that ball up. Spine is up. Don't slouch. Don't use your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, keep that hip pressing down. One more. Inhale. To exhale, release the arm. Come into a tabletop position, hands and knees. We're going to use our ball. So I want you to put your left pinky on the ball and your palm is going to face you. Your left elbow is bent. I'm going to thread the needle and feel that stretch across my shoulder blade and along the side of my back. Bend the elbow, bring it back in, and try that again. I'm going to inhale, exhale, bring it back in. One more, the breath. Inhale, exhale, switch the hand. Pinky's on top of the ball, palm faces me. I'm going to hold this one first. I'm going to hold it. Feel that stretch, look under that armpit. Now inhale, bring the elbow back in. Exhale, roll it out. Inhale, exhale. I bring it back in and I release the ball. All right, curl those toes under. Press back in that down dog. If your heels are nowhere close to that mat, walk your hands back a step or two. I'm going to lift one heel as the other heel pushes down and switch, and switch, and switch. You've got it. 2 feet down. Raise up on your toes. Let's connect our heels. And let's walk out into a plank. Then we're going to do 3 tricep push-ups. The elbows will go close to the rib cage. You can go as low as you want. Hike up your seat. Walk the hands back without moving your hips. Belly, belly, belly. Pull that belly in deeper. Start to peel yourself up off that floor. Tail goes down. And give me a nice big inhale up. And exhale down. Releve on this one. Inhale up. Keep your heels up as you exhale down. Our final one, we're going to inhale up. And as I exhale, my heels will go down. I'm going to stay just as tall. And you have made it. All right. Woo!